Good evening, my Resilience One. Welcome to another episode of Resilience with Dawn Olivia. Guys, it has been a wonderful weekend. As some know, it was my birthday, so I relaxed, I chilled, and I say you should do that too. And not only for your birthday, but you should take some time for you. You know that self-care is good, is really, really good. So, guys, it is the end of the year, and I have a powerful guest tonight that I am so blessed that I have met. And prayerfully, we're going to keep this relationship going and push this thing some. What she's doing is amazing, guys. So, much ado, guys, I want to introduce you to Trina Allen. She is a Chicago public school teacher. She's a mom, first and foremost, because that's dear to my heart. We some mamas, Trina. And she's an author, guys. Oh, a children's author at that. So, Trina, how are you doing this evening? And welcome.
So, I want to say thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for finding me. I feel like it's truly divine that we connect and cross paths because I've been trying to get into podcasts. I've been trying to promote my books more. So I feel truly blessed that you're having me tonight. And again, happy 21st birthday.
Girl, you can say my age. I am not ashamed, y'all. I am 48. I'm one of those. It's wisdom to me. But yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed your birthday.
Yes.
So, like I said, I'm just glad for this opportunity. I've been looking forward to it.
So welcome. So welcome. So give us a brief summary of who you are. Tell us what you do.
Okay. So I feel like if I had to define myself, of course, first I would say I'm a mother to a Black son. And also I'm a CPS teacher, and I'm so proud that I finally got on my author journey, which is something that I did not get to as soon as I wish I did due to certain insecurities, wondering if the world would receive me as an author, but I realized that I only need to receive myself. So those are some ways that I would define myself, if you ask me.
Sorry, just a little applause to you because starting that authorship, being an author, that's awesome. That is huge. Anyway, because it took me forever. I still haven't written like a full-length book yet. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so can you tell me about your book? I know you're interviewing me, but I'm curious right now.
Yeah, well, I have 2 ebooks that I've written. One is actually on Kindle. It's just giving you some key points of resilience. I like to help people build their resilience skills because that help us get through rough times. They help us get through anything in life, I believe. That's part of us being resilient. The second book I just came out last month. Lord, what is the book called? Lord, this is crazy. Oh my gosh, I just got like a brain fart. Forgive me, y'all. I'm about to look this up. I know people like, oh, you wrote it. Yeah, I know, but I got a brain fart, y'all. But it's a tool. I call it a tool for moms that lost children. But I also believe anyone that's lost a loved one could use this because it gives you some journaling prompts, it gives you some scriptures. I'm gonna just walk you through some things that I kind of wish I had when I lost my son some years ago. But I believe it's just going to be a good tool to have and use. And as I'm scrolling through here, y'all, to find this title, and I know I should know it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, it slipped my mind, guys. It's like my brain is like over here on this. It's been actually everywhere. I started a new journey this week. Okay, here we go. It's called Trusting God Through Tears, a mother's journey from loss to resilience.
Okay,
So that's out there. I still haven't submitted it to like Amazon or Kindle yet. People, when they purchase it, I send it myself. I send you the PDF to download. So you can have it. And if you share it, I do not mind. But it's a good tool, I believe, for moms, anyone that's lost a loved one. But yeah, that's what I've done, Trina. Those 2 ebooks right now. And I'm just stepping out, like you saying, on faith, writing a full book because I have so many. I keep a notebook by my side. I take notes. See, yes, yes, girl. So I just believe 2026 is going to be that year. It is time for everybody to be focused and
Yes,
doing things intentionally,
yes,
with
yes,
intentions,
yes.
take action, it's a must. It's a must in the times that we're in, that we do that and have our own. Yeah. So back to you. Let
Mhm.
me see. Where do I want to begin? Um, because I wrote a few questions down for you. Normally, I don't really do this. I let it flow, but I was like, I need some questions. I got some things I want to ask. I want to go deep with you because um, the audience, for you to know, I meet with my guest before we actually record. And when Trina and I met, my whole laptop, my internet, all the technology just shut down on me. It took me a minute to log back up, and it was anyways crazy. Technology is not my friend, Trina. It is not my friend.
That's okay.
So, so your story, as we talked before, as you share with me, it carries many layers. You have the teacher, you're the author, the mother, you are advocate. You are an advocate. So before all those titles though, who are you at your core, and what has resilience come to mean to you personally?
So, who I am at my core is a person that wants to inspire. I want to inspire through writing, through my life struggles, because I feel like when we leave this earth, what are we leaving behind?
Mm,
And what I want to leave behind is someone to say, I was inspired by her story. I was inspired by her resilience. She went through
that's
so
good.
many things, but she overcame it. I'm a mother, I'm a great mother, I'm a great teacher, and now I'm on my author journey. So a lot of people don't know all of the trials and tribulations that I've been through, even some people that's very close to me. And I want to get on a path to being totally transparent and sharing my story. A lot of my story, I don't feel very comfortable with sharing to the world, but I feel like it's necessary because, like I said, to the core, what I want to do, my life's mission is to inspire. So I
Wow.
have to just do it.
Wow. See, now that's good. So I just what's crazy is I just saw a reel. Um, I can't think of the comedian name, but he was basically me summing it up was like, we gotta start doing things scared because that's what stop us from doing what we supposed to do, doing what our calling is, what our purpose is in life. So do it scared. And even if you do fail, so what? That give you a learning curve. You know what's gonna happen. You know what happened and how you can adjust and just do it. I don't know. That's what shock that came to mind when you said that. I was like, yes, do it
Yes,
scared.
yes,
It spoke to me because I have let fear stop me from doing a whole lot.
yeah,
Um, that I should have started, done. And actually, what's crazy is I've been seeing other people doing what I was putting me to do, but I guess God is like, all right, I'm gonna get us to somebody else. But anyway, I don't want that to happen no more because I want everything God got for me, everything.
yes,
So let's jump right to the nitty gritty because I'm loving this book that you wrote. Robyn is Rare. That's your newest book. Um,
yes,
it's personal, I believe. I believe it's personal.
yes, yes, it
So
is.
can you share the story behind the name and how you honor this person who this name came from? Because I want you to introduce her, talk about her, and tell us how it shaped um, your message of the book and probably started your own healing journey.
Yeah. So the main character is Robyn. My he passed away suddenly last November. She was
Wow.
only 21 years old. So
Wow.
she is the main character in my first book and also my current second book, Robyn is Rare. So I'm so happy that she knew that she was the character in my first book. She was alive for it, and she was so
Wow.
happy, and she was so proud of me. And then for my second book, unfortunately, she's not here for it.
Yeah.
I was upset about that because I'm so excited about having her as the main character in my books because, oh my God, this little girl has such an impact on me. She meant the
Oh,
world to me, the whole world. My sister birthed her, but she was mine, and can't nobody tell me different.
I
Oh
know
man,
that's
I thought the world of Robyn, and she thought the world of me. It was like a
oh,
soulmate connection with my niece. It
wow.
just took me apart to when she passed. I had thoughts about not wanting to be here anymore, some heavy thoughts.
Yeah.
Um, uh, I have grief counseling. I have a life coach, and that's helping me through it. But it's still a daily struggle. I feel like grief could hit you like a wave. Certain
Yes.
days I feel
Yes.
like, okay, this is a good day. I could make it through. I could live off of memories. Then some days it's like, I don't even want to get out of bed. I want to be in a dark
Yeah.
room. I want
Yeah.
the blanket all the way over me. I want to put my phone on silent, just escape from the world.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have to keep pushing because I know for a fact she's looking down saying, TT, keep going. You don't have to be sad.
That's good.
Fulfill your purpose. Keep going with your journey as an author.
Yeah.
She said, yeah, keep my name alive. Robyn had that sense of humor. So I know
Sweet.
she would have some little jokes about it. So, as far as the central message and the main idea of Robyn is rare, it's about a little girl that's rare, like my niece. Like I told you, I thought the world of her. She had a one of a kind personality, extraordinary, no
Yeah.
doubt about it. So,
Wow.
I wanted
Wow.
to write a book about a little girl that's rare, and also I've been a teacher for the past 12 years, and I've had a lot of students that have touched me with autism spectrum disorder.
Yeah.
So I took a little bit of a lot of my students and put it into Robyn as far as her personality and her abilities. So Robyn has level 1 autism spectrum disorder.
Okay.
Well, she's high functioning, and I noticed that a lot of people read my book and they're saying, "Wait a second, this girl isn't autistic. How can she do all these things?" Because in the book, you see her school life, how intelligent she is. You see
Yeah.
that she has many talents. She plays the drums, and she's a gymnast, and
Wow.
she's well loved by everybody. She's just the life of the party. Everybody is crazy about her, just like my niece Robyn. So
Wow.
um, writing this book, it was very emotional. Like I said, she's not here anymore. So I was like, wow, Robyn can't even see this second book. And I had a book launch party, and it was
Oh,
a
sweet.
big success. Everybody was there. It was just a good time. And I'm like, wow, Robyn is the only person missing. But I know she was there in spirit.
Wow. That is, girl. Wow. That is amazing. And that, whew, my heart aches. Every all that you were saying, about her and what you were going through and feeling. Um, it's the same how I felt when I lost my son. It's like your heart just breaks, over and over and over again. Um, but I am glad that you found the strength to still be here and to keep, like you said, she would say her name alive. That
Mhm.
is amazing. That to me is love and that is legacy. And I do believe she's watching over you all, you, her mom, your whole family. And this will keep her alive. And talking about autism, I think is amazing to bring some awareness to this. So, with that said, I know that's rooted in love and unfortunately another loss too that you've had. Um, so, how did that experience deepen your advocacy and your change the way that you view purpose through pain?
Well, for sure, I would say with the loss of Robyn, I realized that through her being only 21 and leaving this earth, we only have a small amount of time on this earth.
I'm
We all
telling you.
think that we're going to die when we're 120, but we don't know
No.
if we have 30 more minutes, 30 more days, 30 more seconds, because it was sudden with her. Like, she was fine in the house and just
Wow. Wow.
she fell out and was gone. So
Wow.
it really put fire under me to just pursue every big dream that I have, because being an author is a very big dream for me. I put it on hold for a long time, as I mentioned earlier, because I was too concerned with what the world would think. Because when you growing up, people see you a certain way, and then when
Yeah.
you start to evolve, they get stuck in who you were in the past.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of
Totally.
like I have to reinvent myself. So I
Yeah.
was wondering how well I would be able to reinvent myself, but I'm so glad I did. And apart from being an author, I'm so glad that I have a purpose to inspire my students. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
first grade teacher right now. I know right now they're so young, they probably don't appreciate me or see the impact that I will
Oh,
have on their lives.
let me
But I
pause.
hope someday, 20 years from now, they'll see me in the grocery store and, be so happy and tell me about how I, made a difference in their lives and how they enjoyed my classroom. And this is
Mm-hmm.
based on a true story, because my mom is a retired CPS teacher. She
Wow.
actually retired from the school that I work at now on the west side of
Oh,
Chicago. And a lot of times
wow.
when we're out, she'll bump into somebody. They'll say, "Oh, you were my third grade teacher." My mom is 76, and it'll be a lot of good stories. So that inspires me to keep going on days when I'm at work and I'm feeling so overwhelmed. But when I
Yeah.
look around at my classroom of 27 students,
Wow.
I realize I have a big job to do.
Wow. That's amazing. I applaud you, teachers. No, seriously, because that's a
Thank you.
task that I just couldn't do. So I went to school to teach too, actually, special ed. I got to my student teaching. I was like, oh, nope, I quit. I could keep it real.
You got
I
out of
stopped.
there.
I changed my major, and Lord have mercy. But I applaud you all, seriously. And I just wanted
Thank
to
you.
share. They do remember, because when I was in kindergarten, Mrs. Collins, I would never forget her. That's who inspired in me, um, like faith. She inspired in me endurance, and little did I know resilience is what how she inspired in me. And that was just my kindergarten teacher. People like how you. I remember it stuck with me.
Yeah,
Then I have
yeah.
my teachers like Miss Bria and Miss Kelly, who I'm actually Facebook friends with till this day. It's a
Yes,
blessing.
wait, let
They
me give a
inspired.
shout out to my fourth grade teacher. She's tuning in, Miss
Yes,
Smith. I'm
yes.
sorry, Miss Swift. Miss Swift. She was my fourth grade and sixth grade teacher. Phenomenal teacher. Shout out to you, Miss Swift.
Hey, I'm telling you, teachers are the root of everybody who they are and what they become. I don't care what nobody say. That's why I love to see teachers like you that are passionate about it. You still love what you're doing and actually teaching, and you molding these kids, even though it's kind of really not your job, I know it's the parents, but it's a teamwork, it's a community.
Yeah,
And
it
I
really
applaud you,
is.
teachers. Seriously, I'm
Thank you
just waiting
so
for the
much.
day that they pay y'all like they pay these attorneys. I'm just saying, that's just me. That's
Yes.
my little sad bar thing, because none of them would be what they are without a teacher, without a professor. But anyway,
Hello. Now you
I just had
preaching.
to throw that out there. I just had to throw that out there. That's my little hoorah to
Yes.
that.
For the people in the back, say it louder.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, I mean, it's hard work. No kudos. I'm like, seriously, like I just didn't think about it. I was like, man, y'all got to deal with so many
Yes,
personalities.
we do. And it's so much more than standing at the board. It's so much more to classroom management than people think, because parents, they see drop off and pick up, people that do not work as teachers, they have
Right.
no idea of all the behind the scenes work we have to
Yeah.
do. And it's starting to feel like we're more disciplinarians than teachers with all the
Man.
extreme behaviors. And there's so
Wow.
many challenging behaviors put into one classroom.
Wow.
So many kids with an IEP, 504 plans.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just strips instruction time, and it
Yeah.
teachers get
Yeah.
so overwhelmed, burnt out. It's a struggle.
No, I see it. I've been a one-on-one aide before, behavioral aide. I've been in classrooms, with the
Oh, okay. I
teachers.
didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, oh yes, what I do. I actually just recently stopped doing it. Just recently now, I'm working back with adults. I go back and forth because my heart is in all of it. But again, I applaud you teachers. Like seriously, I applaud you
Thank
guys
you so
because
much.
the world needs to see it. They need to know it and hear it. And they need to come on with some better pay. But anyway.
Yes, it needs to be a CPS raw and uncut podcast. The
Oh,
ugly truth.
there you go. Write it down. Take that notebook, write it down. We will talk later, but we will have our little panel that you ask about. Okay, guys, I know we're going off track, but this is how life happens. At Resilience with Dawn Olivia, we keep it real here. It's straight talk, and I don't cut, I don't edit. Because I like people to know, Trina, mistakes happen, but also life happens. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you go with the flow, and you deal with the cards that you have with it. But I want you to keep a positive mindset. Okay, that's my little commercial. So let's shift gears just a little bit. I want to talk about this motherhood because this single motherhood, it brings on a lot. It brings on strength and sacrifice,
Yeah.
So what lessons has your son taught you? Raising him, maybe perseverance, hope, maybe continuing to rise, whatever. Talk about parenthood for you.
Oh man. I actually prayed very hard for my son. I have PCOS, and a few doctors told me that I would never have kids, and
Wow, amazing.
now I do have one. It was a little journey with that one, and right now I truly do not know what I would do without my son, because whether he realizes it or not, he has been my number one support system. I don't know what I would be doing right now without him, because I had my son when I was 24. I was pretty young. Uh, at that age, you going through so much, trying to figure out who you are. I was going
Mm,
through things financially, bank account in a negative a lot of
yes.
times. Uh, Depressed a lot of times, at the end of my rope a lot of times. But through it all,
Yes.
my son was what brought me joy. I enjoyed him so much, especially when he was little. We went everywhere together, Navy Pier, out of town, just every weekend doing something, enjoying him. Very big birthday parties. My family is big on birthday parties. I love doing that
Okay.
with him. And now, a lot of times I tell people, I wish my son was still a baby. He's 15 now. This is
Wow.
all I have right now. You know, a lot of times I wish I had a girl. A
Girl, no,
girl.
you don't.
Oh, you have girls, right?
You don't
You
want
got
that
girls.
attitude.
I think I'll take it to have a mini me. But yeah, it's just been a blessing to me. I really enjoy having a boy, because at first you couldn't tell me I wasn't having a girl. I didn't even want to see the ultrasound. I just knew I was having a girl. I thought I was going to be a girl mom, but I enjoy being a boy mom. And now that he's 15, he's at the age where it feels like still mom and son, but like a friendship, because he
Yeah.
can reason and analyze and give good advice as that's beyond 15 years old. So I enjoy our
That's
talks.
awesome.
He's really funny. He could make me laugh until I cry. So it's it's a blessing to have my son.
Oh,
His name is Fabian Sincere. We don't
oh my.
always get along, but overall, I enjoy him.
Yeah.
Teenagers, they something else. I'm
Girl,
realizing,
yes.
wow, I see what I put my parents through. All
That
this
part.
attitude, all this
Now you
stumping
see
all
why
the
they want
time
the
in the
daughters.
court. Like, what are you doing? This is my house, boy. You don't see no children.
That part, that part. And that's why I was like, God, you gave me three girls, really? Like really? Like what happened? Like you knew how I was. What happened? But anyway. Me and my daughters had this talk all the time. You know, they're like, oh, you just really love Josiah. That was my son. I was like, yeah, I do. I said, but I really love y'all too. But anyway, we used to go back and forth with that. Oh, he your favorite? Nah. But in the back of my mind, if they hear this, sorry, y'all. Yeah, kind of, sort of. But anyway, but no, I love all my kids. But me and the girls, we have this talk. They're all grown now, Trina. My oldest is 29. Then it's 27, and my youngest, she is 21. So, girl,
Okay.
yeah, the time flies. It flies fast, real fast.
Yes.
If my son was here, he would have been 24 this year. Yeah. So, yeah, I wanted all boys, but God was like, baby, no. I'm like, okay, Lord. But anywho, that's parenthood for us. That's God for you. So,
Yeah.
for someone that's listening right now, who feels rare in their struggle, depressed, maybe grieving or unseen, what would you say to remind them of who they are, or remind them that resilience is still possible and that their story isn't over?
So I haven't fully told my story. Uh, I'm hoping I can return as a guest to tell
Most
more of my story.
definitely.
But once you hear this story, people are gonna say, "Damn, she went through that. Okay, I can make it through what I'm going through because I've been through some stuff." Okay,
Yes.
like I said, a lot of my close friends, even my best friend, is listening. Her jaw gonna hit the ground when she hears what I've been through, and a lot of people gonna think I'm joking or like, this can't be for real. She got to be playing because she didn't go through this and we don't know about it. Um, but
Wow.
through my story, when I get to the point, and I know I'll get to the point of sharing every detail of what I've been through, I
Yeah.
feel like my life won't be in vain because I inspire so many people. Because
Yes.
it's hard to, tell all your skeletons that's in a closet. Everybody wants to
True.
act like they living their best life. They're perfect. They're not
Yeah.
going through any trials or tribulations because,
Yeah.
on social media, we post the highlights. We don't
Mm.
post when we're in the bed crying, sliding down the wall crying. We just want to look like, oh,
Yeah.
we rich, going on vacations, oh, happily married, living
Right.
our best life with our friends. But we don't want to tell the ugly truth of what's going on behind
Hmm.
closed doors. And that's what I want to do because
Oh,
I feel
snap.
like a lot of people will be able to relate to what I've been through. And I feel like it can inspire other people to tell their story. And, it'll
That's
just
good.
go on. Everybody is inspiring someone.
Yeah, now I'm looking forward to your podcast. We gonna make that happen. I'm serious. That's because
Yeah,
that's what
to
I
be
do here.
continued. This is
Oh
to be
yeah, yeah.
continued.
You all gonna see Trina Allen again in 2026, and you're gonna see this panel of teachers too. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna do a little shift, but it's still resilience, guys, because it takes that to get through what we've been through.
Yeah. Because a
Seriously.
lot of things I've been through, one thing in particular, I thought it was no coming back from it. Even my mom thought it was no coming back from it. And
Wow.
I've accomplished being, like I said, being a great mother, being a phenomenal teacher. I'm on my
Yes.
path to being a New York Times bestseller. I'm gonna speak
I
that
know
into.
that's right. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I have a powerful story, so it's necessary for me to tell my story. I can't just let my life go by without inspiring others with my story. I
I,
refuse to do that.
yeah, you gonna do that. Oh, I already see it. God has shown me. I think you're gonna write a book, about that. But anyway, that's just what He spoke in my spirit right now.
Yes, I've been, oh my God, the Holy Spirit is moving around me because
Yes,
I've been wanting to get to the courage to do that. So it's funny that you brought that up.
yeah. Old 2026. Watch out, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm just what He spoke in my spirit. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna happen. That is gonna happen, and we will see you again on this platform, and then your own platform in
Yeah,
2026.
oh
Because
my God. You now I know God is in the midst because I've been wanting to have my own podcast for so long.
yes, ma'am. I got you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you
So
can
I just
take
have
me
to
under your wing.
I
Tell
sure
me to
can't.
go.
Look, we got this. We got this. I just had to speak that. That's what God just spoke to me. And I was like, all right, Lord, I have to be obedient. That's what I'm learning in my journey. I really need to be more obedient.
Yes,
So God can do what
obedient.
he do. So he could really open those doors. Um, like he said in his word, you know. But anyway, we'll go a whole nother 30 minutes. I'll go right there. But again, tell them the name of your book. And guys, the QR code that you're seeing, you can scan it. It'll take you to Amazon where you can purchase Trina's newest book. So talk about it real fast and let them know,
Okay,
Trina.
so my first book is titled A Case of First Flight Jitters. You can find it on Amazon. Again, that's A Case of First Flight Jitters by Trina Allen. And my second book is Robyn is Rare. You can also find it on Amazon and it's at Barnes and Noble. Robyn is Rare by Trina Allen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Barnes and Nobles. I'd be forgetting about Barnes and Nobles. Awesome. Congratulations. Like
Thank you
seriously,
so
this
much.
is a big thing. I want you to celebrate every moment of this
Thank you
journey.
so much. Thank you so
Um,
much.
and again, 2026 is going to be something else. Don't think
Yes.
about what's happening all out here in this world. I want you to focus on what you're doing, focus on God, taking care of that son. And my God, I'm telling you, you're gonna walk it out. That's all I got to say. That's because it's
Yes.
just what he downloaded in me. So, my resilient ones, as we close out today, I just want you to sit with what you just heard. I want you to think about what Trina talked about today and let it remind you of resilience. Let it remind you of strength. Let it remind you of pressing through. And as a friend say, pulling through. So resilience isn't always loud or polished, guys. Sometimes it looks like showing up while hurting.
Yes. 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 For sure.
So if you're listening to this and you feel unseen or overwhelmed or silently struggling, seriously, let this be a reminder that you are not alone, that your story is still unfolding like
Yes.
Trina, like myself, y'all. Seriously. Um, and just take one step. Take one step at a time. One faithful step at a time. I believe this is the year again to be intentional. To be intentional. So Trina girl, I thank you. Thank you for this new beginning. Because that's what
Yes.
it is.
Thank
That
you. Thank
is
you for this opportunity.
so welcome, so welcome. And my resilient family, thank you for tuning in. If you're listening now, if you're listening later, I thank you because I wouldn't be here without you guys. And again, I am here to let you know that you could get through it. You could get through the grief. You could get through whatever tough trial it is. You could get through parenthood. You could get through the separation from a child. That was one of my last podcasts, Trina. My youngest daughter, she doesn't talk to me. But my resilience family, you got this. You
Yes.
got this. Stay well, stay safe, guys, and always stay resilient. All right, y'all, go purchase that book, pass it out, give it to a kiddo, give it to a niece, give it to a cousin. Teachers, get it, put it in your classroom, in your library. Okay?
Speaking of
We love
teachers, I want to get a quick shout out to House School Jets on the
all
west side
right.
of Chicago. That's
West
my
side.
school, and that's the school my mom retired from. So it means a lot
West
to me to give a
side.
shout out. You lived in
Yes.
Chicago for a while, right?
Oh my God. I am from Chicago, girl, born and
Okay.
bred. I'm go every year. Yes, I'm from the south side though, but my cousin drugged me to the west side here and there. But yes, honey, Chicago born, okay?
You in
I will
Arizona, right?
I am. I am in
Okay.
Arizona now. Yes, ma'am. You're gonna have to come out here and visit. I'll be back. I don't know. I'll let you know when I'll be back because I come through the back door. I don't let folks know when I come back home.
Well, let me know. Let me know.
I will let you know. My resilience family, stay blessed. Thank you so much, guys. Check out resiliencew.dawnolivia.com where you can find everything on there. My books, my community, the book club I have, guys. So stay in touch and talk to me. And I'm here for your prayers too. Thanks, Trina, so much, girl. I'll talk to you
Thank
soon.
you. Thank you for having me. Talk soon.